Core i3-540, Intel's first generation of the famous budget-friendly CPUs, is more than a decade old at this point. Therefore, someone could wonder if it is still a good CPU for the newest games of today, which in all honesty doesn't seem that unlikely, as it is a CPU with 4 threads, a pretty welcomed bonus which proved to prolong the lifespan of many older CPUs to an unexpected margin. But what if you still had this old CPU in your system and just wanted to have some fun without worrying about a new PSU or too much heat? There are quite a lot of options for that, but the one that we will try out today is AMD's 2GB RX 550, more or less designed for such kind of a purpose. So without wasting any more time, let's get on to the benchmarks. Although not the best results, you got to keep in mind that the CPU is more than a decade old at this point. So it is nice to see that it still holds up very decently. As for the whole CPU and GPU combo, I know that the RX 550 is being held back here, as basically any more modern GPU would have been by this CPU. But this is, after all, a build where someone wouldn't really care about getting 60 FPS at 1080p. This is a build from which you can get a lot of fun out while playing some games with your friends, for example. And of course, This is a build for people on a very tight budget, like I was once, and I would have really loved to have a PC like this one back in 2014, while having an awful 10-year-old dual-core CPU with a GT 210. So in my opinion, if you have an older socket like this one, you should definitely check out some of the budget GPUs available, like this one, or the 750 Ti for example, as those cards were made for the casual budget gamer in mind.